Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are replacing injector harness, which is gonna be under this valve cover. So we gotta take all these bolts out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, I think 10 altogether. And the size is 10 millimeter. This engine is Detroit 60 12.7, by the way, for all you guys who did not know. I got all the bolts or screws loosened up, and now we just gotta do a clamp right here. It's sitting right here. We gotta undo that one, and I think we should be good to take it off. I think this is a blow-by tube right here. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's see what happens. I think I need to take this off too. This is a coolant hose. Hopefully all the coolant is down somewhere inside the engine, but I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna have to drain some coolant. Okay, hopefully that's enough. Dang, I think we gotta take this off too. The air. Stuff for the air. Alright. I think the best way to take this off is to take it from here first and then push it up. Oh, we got it off. There it is. Now we can take the valve cover off. All right. There it is. That wasn't too bad. Check it out. What you guys think? I have no idea what I'm looking at. There's a broken off zip tie right here. I think that might have been my problem. Those are the Jake brakes. These are the Jake brakes. There's this and this. Alright. Man, I should have cleaned that gunk before I took the cover off. This is a head gasket, of course. Toss that right there. Okay, that's a new harness. I think it should be okay. I'm just waiting for my son to bring me the shop back so that I can vacuum all that nonsense out there. Should have done it before I took the valve cover off, but it'll be okay. And then that's the old one. Doesn't look too complicated. You just gotta kind of look at these wires, you know, see which one goes where. There was a lot, like, well, not a lot, like 3 broken zip ties in here. I don't know what's up with that, but anyway. Hell yeah, look at this, man. Thank you, Premier Truck Group in Columbia, Missouri. Interstate 70, exit 137. They gave me this harness, by the way. So, hell yeah. Okay, now we're gonna take off these 2 bolts over here in the back of the head that are holding this harness in here. Alright, we are back at the truck. It's the next morning. So these tiny screws, they're really, really tiny. They are, what are they? 3/16. And I had this tool in my garage. I just forgot about it, and last night I was thinking about, like, where am I gonna get the tool to get in here, you know, because I can't get in here with the regular socket, so, and wrench. But luckily I had it, and here we are taking it off one by one, slowly. So basically you just loosen that nut up, and this connection, it comes like that, but you don't have to take it off all the way. Okay, so I got all of these off. Now these right here for the Jake brakes, you just pull on them like that, and then you take it out to the back over here. I'm gonna put the camera while I'm doing this, because, you know, want to make sure I don't mess anything up. But yeah, slowly, don't pull on it too hard, otherwise you might break one of these connections in there. So one of these wires, these. So all right, so slowly. Okay, this doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you, as long as we put everything back the way it's supposed to be put in. And now we'll pull it out to this hole over here in the back of the engine head. Okay, and it's out. Alright, the new one is ready to go on. These connections right here, they're the same like the old one, but the ones for the Jake brake, that were not the same. So I went to O'Reilly's and I got this connector. I cut the wire, stripped it down and crimped it, so now it's good to go in. Alright, so now we're just gonna snake them in here, nice and easy. We don't want to rip any of these connections off. Okay, well, we got it on. Now it's time to start putting these wires on. The very first wire goes on the very first one. Okay, we're gonna tighten it down. Then this wire right here, the second short wire, loops back and goes right there. Okay, let me tighten these down and then we're gonna continue. Okay, we got those on there nice and tight. Not too tight because you don't want to break it off. Then right here, this is for the Jake brake. I'll plug it in right there. Okay, then the next wire that comes after the first Jake brake wire, after this long wire, goes onto this one right here. And then there's another one right here. It will loop back and go onto that second bolt right there, right here. Alrighty, we got everything connected just like it should be. And now let's put in these two screws over here that hold this thing in place. Alright, now over here on this side we're gonna sort these harnesses out and see where we need to plug in our new one. Okay, so it looks like there's one plug right here for the harness and then two plugs down here on computer. So let's get that sorted out. Right, old harness is out, new harness is in, and it's plugged in and everything. And of course I always have to cut myself, but hey, it's alright, man. So yeah, now let's put the valve cover on. Okay, here's our new gasket. Just gonna run it around like that, and then we're gonna put some RTV glue right here. This red one, orange one. Alrighty, and then just kind of push it down in place. Like I said, get a rubber mallet hammer and just beat it down. But I'm like, nah, it's okay. You can do it this way. Alright, put a little bit Permatex gasket maker, whatever it's called, right there. Then we need to do some over here. Come on, buddy, squeeze out. Okay, I need both hands, but you get the point. Right here, and then right over there. Alright, it's time to get this baby installed. Alright. Well, I'll be honest with you, that wasn't too bad. Just gonna run these down by hand a little bit, make sure that it threads in. Then we're gonna tighten it down. Okay, I'm sure there's a tightening pattern to this, but I don't have it. I'm not gonna look it up, so we're just gonna tighten this one down here in the corner first. Then we're gonna do this one up here. Not all the way though, just, you know, hand tight. Then we're gonna do this one right here. Then this one. All right, that's nice. I went ahead, I tightened it down. I don't have my torque wrench with me, so who cares? I just tighten it down by hand. Then if it starts leaking somewhere, I'll re-tighten it again. So, all right, let's start putting the rest of this shit together. Let's get the hell out of here, man. Let's go get some money. All right, so now we're gonna put this thing on. In order for this to slide easier in there, I'm gonna put some Vaseline around here. I already got a fresh new jar, and it smells like cocoa butter from Walmart. Let's check it out. Yeah, it does smell like cocoa butter, but still, you know, we're gonna lube it up, ladies. I mean, gentlemen, because you will not go in when it's dry, as you may be, you know, aware of that situation. Yeah, it'll just make it slide easier in there, you know. So, because I tried putting it I took off these air breathers one time completely, and then it was a pain in the ass to put them on, because you would, anyway, you get the point. This is gonna slide in. Hell, freaking yeah, man. I'm freaking genius when it comes to holes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, why do I have one extra? You see, Brad? I told you, man. I freaking told you, brother. Alright, very nice. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, we got everything assembled. Now let's pour this coolant in, start it up, see what happens. I didn't see anything wrong with that harness, but you never know. They said it was a harness, but I know a lot of other dishonest shops would just go straight for the injector. They would be, oh, it's your injector. Nope, not these guys. Freightliner in Columbia, Missouri, premier truck group, by the way. It's alive, ladies and gentlemen. It works. Hell, freaking yeah, buddy. Yeah, I don't see any oil leaks as of right now, so I guess that's a good sign. Oh, freaking yeah, buddy. Okie dokie, man. We are done with the harness. So it's just a little stupid video. I don't know if I'm even gonna make the video, to be honest with you, because it was way too cold out here and I did not feel like recording much. But hey, we got some footage, so we might still make a video out of it. Also got the oil changed, and yeah, I'm so cold, I'm freaking frozen. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Premier Truck Group from Columbia, Missouri, Interstate 70, exit 137, for hooking your boy up with this harness. Thank you very much. Also, thank you, 4State Trucks, for everything that you guys do for me. It is much, much appreciated. So, everybody stay safe out there. Thanks for watching, fuckers. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching, man. All right. Let's go to O'Reilly's down here. Drop some of this used oil. Oil.